After struggling a little bit against Highland early against Kirksville, everything coming to life for this team. That, my friends, Luke Ross setting the tone with some defense. The defense, awesome. The black shirts coming to life in the second stanza. Then I have a little Kyle Kovar with the sack as well. Clark County's defense held Kirksville on 9 plays to minus 43 yards. Again, minus 43 yards is, again, it's Ross and Kovar making their presence felt with a tag team smash-up of the Tigers quarterback at that point. More to come from the Clark County defense in this one. Dalton McCarty going to pick up this ball, and ordinarily this would be a pick-up, scoop, and score touchdown for him. Clark County's defense looking good. I mentioned Austin Egley, and I mentioned the wake-up call for the Clark County offense in the second half. He had a 79-yard touchdown against Kirksville, and then he had this. Running from the quarterback position, almost Wildcat style. That's a 31-yard touchdown. Egley, just a guy making things happen all over the place tonight as Clark County, tuning up for the regular season opener at Putnam County, looks awfully good at home tonight. Now, rough night tonight for the Highland Cougars at Cahokia. Hey, Joe, wake up and roll the prompter for me over there, if you would. As emerging star Derek Smith leaves the Jamboree with an apparent serious knee injury. Just another twist for a program that has been snake-bitten for far too long. Credit this Cougar group for its resiliency, however, whether it's been shaking out of an injury-riddled summer or having to move talented tight end JT Gray to quarterback on the fly, which seems to be working nicely. The effort and play here shows Highland is serious about turning this thing around.
Tough spot for JT to have to move positions as a senior. He was our backup quarterback last year, so it's not completely new, but he's a natural leader. The great thing about JT is he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He goes after it every play, and he makes good decisions, and he's going to help us hold on to the football.
Their record may not have reflected it, but Kenny Grubb feels like his Highland Cougars gained positive momentum off last season, and assuming full health this year, will have 20 starters returning, a sense of higher purpose working, and an improved comfort level in the second year of the Wing T offense.
Well, I think that's part of it, is that we are another year under our belt in the offense. We've changed defenses. We're playing a little faster. I think our guys understand more what we're looking for. And they've just put in a ton of work between year 1 and year 2 in the offseason.
Perhaps it's just that added experience or maturity, but there's also a more tangible grit and moxie to this Cougar team.
That's something we've really focused on. That's something that we say, guys, you've got to go out and play hard every down. And, our kids have been through a lot. And when you rebuild, like you said, when we're rebuilding, you have to become tougher or you're not going to do it. And our guys understand where we're at and where we're headed.
Is there a distinguishing characteristic, something you can build on that you like with this team going forward?
I really like our leadership. We've got 5 seniors who are doing a great job of leading us. And I think that what we just talked about, that grittiness, that toughness, that we're still learning, but our guys really have come together as a football team and are getting after it. They're on each other's side from top to bottom. They believe in what we're doing. They believe in each other. And I think that's a huge part of winning football games. I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell our kids. It's not about wins and losses. It's about going out and getting better every day. We just know we want more than one win. And so we're going to go after that. But our main goal is to get better every day.
Shelbyville now, a battle of the Shelbys, and we've got your South Shelby Jamboree Fun, or North Shelby Jamboree Fun coming for you. Let us roll those highlights if we have them for you. Away we go, South and North battling. Rob Wilt's team doing work right here, trying to go to the air. David Haithman up top, and look at the nice defensive play right there by Caleb Jackson from North. North, a young, smallish team, but trying to get some work done. How about the offense? You're going to hear this name a lot for South Shelby this year. Alex Blackford, incredible runner. 40-yard touchdown for him at that point. Your next series, the next play was Wes Mefford. He is quick and he can fly. Another of those great running backs that South Shelby has in play. Mefford's going to play some wide receiver as well. Running away from everyone at that point. Good stuff from South Shelby against North right there. Paris Westran going at it. Paris going to work. Stephen Hayhurst connecting right here with Slater Stone. Great name. First down pickup. That drive would stall. Westran, though, trying to make some things happen. Drake Buffington sees some daylight, but he is cracked right there by the aforementioned Slater Stone. Again, we've got to love that name. Some more Paris now. This time taking on North Shelby. It's Hayhurst looking up top to Paul Turner for the 10-yard pass. Turns it into a touchdown. Paris always has wide receivers. It's axiomatic. Back to South Shelby and North. Sean Bertrand, you remember him, 1,600 yards last season. Nice touchdown run for him as well. Good night of football to be had in beautiful Shelbyville tonight. Now, I won't presume to tell you when, if ever, the last WIVC Emo football conference crossover game took place, but I can tell you with certainty when the next Cross River battle will be. Thanks to a rare quirk of scheduling, KHQA has confirmed that Unity Payson and Clopton-Ellsbury have agreed to stage a Week 3 meeting. Indian Hawks athletic director and football coach Adam Falloon told me tonight that the game, which actually came about in part because some silly sports director suggested it on his Facebook page earlier this week, has been agreed to by both parties, and that the schools will meet on Monday to determine a time and place in Week 3. Both schools had a rare and matching bye on the schedule due to forfeits. Unity Payson from the collapse of the Virginia AC Central program, Clopton-Ellsbury from a similar instance with Barat Academy down in St. Louis. So those two teams are set to meet. We'll have all the details for you, hopefully, on Monday. Well, it serves as the traditional open to the fall high school sports season, and while the event is no longer staged in his honor, it will always be the Don Sloan Invitational in my book. Today, some of Western Illinois' best golfers hit the links at Westview to begin the sorting out process for the season, none more so than the host team, Quincy High School, which is looking to bounce back off some considerable graduation losses. The Blue Devils are young. That's not necessarily a bad thing, as you're about to look at Colby Rodemick going to work right here. The freshman right here on the par 5 6-hole puts this chip up close to the pin. Take a look at how good that shot was. Kid doing his Dave Pelz imitation with a short game. Good tap-in birdie for that young man right there. Had a heck of a day. More from him right here on the tough green on the 7th hole. Colby 2 putts, though, managed to save par. He fired a 74 today, good for 3rd place individually and helping leading one of 2 Quincy High teams today. That would be the Quincy High blue team to 3rd place as a team. More on them in a second. Keep going with the highlights. Zach Smith in action on number 8 right here. Going to drive this right down the heart of the fairway at that point. From the fringe of the green, he's going to put this to within a foot of the pin and tap in for par on the day for Zach Smith. An 81. None too shabby for him. Zach Burry also picking up the pace today for the Blue Devils. You're going to see him working from the rough right here. The great shot that he chips up to within inches of the cup. That is a tap-in birdie on number 9 today. Zach Burry, top 10 finish with a 77 on the day. Also in the top 10 today from Camp Point Central, Mr. Alex Walter. His team struggled, but Walter always good. Hopping one right here over the water into nice distance for a 2-putt par on hole number 3 at Westview today. And then playing with par, the story of the day, the surprise Cinderella story of the day for the Blue Devils. Quincy High sophomore Reed Beatty playing on the white team today. Great approach shot at number 3. Then he's going to sink a 15-foot par for Purdy, or a putt, I should say, for Purdy right here to cap a 79 on the day. Team scores today, as I mentioned, Quincy High blue team within striking distance of some very good teams, Pekin and St. Charles North to finish 3rd on the day. Quincy High secondary team tells you what the competition's like, ends up finishing in 8th place overall. Outstanding showing by the Blue Devils today. Quincy Notre Dame's Camp Point Central's team struggled, but very bright futures coming.